listen. May I have your attention, please? Attention, please. I can deal with the troubled friends with a wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize a River City Boys band. Oh, think, my friends, how can any pool table ever hope to compete with a gold trombone? Ra-ra-ra-da-da-da-ra-ra. Remember, my friends, what a handful of trumpet players did to the famous, fabled walls of Jericho. Oh, billiard parlor walls come a-tumbling down. Well, a band will do it, my friends. Oh, yes, I said a boys' band. Do you hear me? I said River City gotta have a boys' band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill's on hand. River City's gonna have her boys' band. As sure as the Lord made little green apples, and that band's gonna be in uniform. Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Fred. And you'll see the glitter of crashing cymbals. And you hear the thunder of rolling drums and the shimmer of trumpets. Tam-ta-da! And you'll feel something akin to the electric thrill I once enjoyed when Gilmore, Pat Conway, the great Creator, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the very same historic day. 76 trombones led the big parade with 110 cornets close at hand. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones caught the morning sun with 110 cornets right behind. There were more than 1,000 reeds springing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. There were copper-bottomed timpani and horse platoons, thundering, thundering all along the way. Double-bell euphoniums and big bassoons, each bassoon having his big fat say. There were 50 mounted cannon in the battery, thundering, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size.
It's our second performance. You guys ready?
Yeah.
I believe tonight we'll have a sold-out house again. Which I think Mercy McQuaid Players has turned the corner. So that is wonderful, especially for the kids, that are staying, and importantly for the kids that are leaving. It's a nice send-off. Okay. Everybody, do a great job. Smile. Give me that zip you gave last night, and we're golden. We really are. But as I said, you must concentrate 150% out there. No matter what happens, stay in your character. Okay? Okay, let's say a quick prayer. Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, now and forever.
Amen. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord.
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 And he
shall raise you up.
can talk, you can talk, you can bigger, you can talk, you can bigger, 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 you can talk, you can talk, talk, bigger, bigger, bigger. You can talk all you want, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't, but you gotta know the territory.
Why, it's about 4 minutes. Trouble make the people want to go, want to get up and go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 22, 23 miles in the coming seat.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Who's going to patronize a little bitty 2x4 hand store anymore?
When he talk, when he talk.
Where do you get it? Not the Model T at all. Take a gander at the store, at the modern store, at the present day store, at the present day modern departmentalized grocery store.
What do you talk, what do you talk, what do you talk, what do you talk, what do you talk? Where do you get it? What do you talk, what do you talk, what do you talk? Where do you get it? You can talk, you can bigger, you can talk, you can bigger, you can talk, bigger, bigger, bigger. You can talk what you want, but it's different than it was.
So it is, but you gotta know the territory.
Why is the you need a biscuit made the trouble? You need to put the records in the package, you need a biscuit in the airplane sanitary package, but they Cracker Barrel, obsolete.
Cracker Barrel, what? Up the winter with the mail house. I'm fun calling by the stove. Came to the approach of the traveling mail and made it pretty hard.
No, it didn't, but you gotta know the territory.
Gone with the hogs, and Cascade Debbie John, gone with the sugar girl, pickle girl, milk can, gone with the tub and the pail and the tears.
Ever meet a fellow by the name of Hill?
No. Just a minute.
Never heard of Hades salesman, Hill.
He doesn't know the territory.
Doesn't know the territory.
What's the girl's line? Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line.
The Cracker Barrel being obsolete, or the you need a biscuit in an airtight sanitary package of the Model T4.
Just a minute.
Never worries about his line. Never worries about his line. Or a doggone thing. He's just a bang, beat, bell, ringing big, called great, going, necking up and rip roaring, never time a bullseye salesman. That's Christian Hill.
Tell us what's his line.
He's a fake kid. He doesn't know the territory.
What do you talk?
He's a music man. He's a what? He's a music man. He sells clarinets to the kids in the town with the big trombones and the red head drums. Big breastplates. And the piccolo with uniforms too, and the shiny gold braid of the coat, and a big red stripe running.
Well, I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can't make a living selling big trombones or rat-a-tat drums. No, sir. Mandolin kicks, perhaps, and here and there, juice heart.
No, the fellow sells bands, boys bands. I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king. And he dallies and he gathers and he plucks and he shines. And when the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir. When the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him.
Yes, sir. But he doesn't know the territory.
Fair city, across state lines to Iowa, population 2,212. Cigarettes are illegal in this state. Born.
All right, if you're all through, I'll tell you about Harold Hill.
You really know Harold Hill?
Never saw him before in my life, but I know this much. He's given every one of us a black eye. After his work is called over, the next salesman arrives, automatically gets card feathered and run off the city limits on a rail. You think that's funny? Well, what happens to you? Your hair never grows back.
But why should you get rode out of town on a rail?
Because in order to sell band instruments, and uniforms, and instruction books, he has to guarantee to teach the kids how to play. Well, and to form the kids into a band with himself as the leader.
And what's the matter with that?
He don't know one note from another, that's the matter with that. And he don't know a bass stroke from a pipe organ. Oh, I'll catch up with that swindling two-bit thimble order someday. And when I do, I'll squeal at him so loud!
Oh, Charlie, you are mad. I sure hope I'm around when you catch up.
Well, it won't be on this drink. Not in Iowa. Even the great Professor Harold Hill wouldn't try to sell the neck-bone hot guys out here.
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'll have to give Iowa a try.
Don't believe I caught your name?
Don't believe I dropped it. I consider that the hours I spent was a cue in my hand or gold. takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score a ball-blind game. I say that he boots, then take and shove a ball in a pocket. And I call that sloth. The first big step on the road to the depths of degradation. Say first it's a little and silver wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son's playing for money in a pitchback suit. And listen to some big out-of-town jazz, tell them all about the horse race game. But not the wholesome trot race, no, but the kind where they sit down right on the horse. Want to see some stuck-up jockey boys sitting all day and bench? Big good boy, well, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in a table, pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a ball, with a capital P that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. And all week long, your River City youth will be frittering away. Say your young men will be frittering away their noontime, suppertime, chore time too. Get the ball in the pocket, never mind getting dandelion pulled or the screen door packed from the beefsteak pocket. Never mind pumping water till your parents are stuck with a cistern empty on a Saturday night, and that's trouble. Folks, you got lots and lots of trouble. Thinking of the kids in the knickerbocker should tell young ones peeping in that pool hall window at school you got trouble. Folks, right here in your city, trouble with a capital T that rhymes with P that stands for pool. Now I know all you folks are the right kind of parents, so I'm going to be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while they're loafing around that hall? Trying out Vivos, trying out Cubans, trying out tailor-mades like a cigarette, beans, and bread. Not hollering to cover up the telltale breathless sense. One fine night, leave the pool hall headed for the dance at the Opry. 17 men, starlit women, and ragtime. Shameless speech that grab your son, your daughter, in the arms of the jungle. Animal instinct, man's hysteria. Friends, the idle brain is the devil's playground. Trouble. Right here in River City. The capital T that rhymes with P that stands for pool. Oh, they surely got trouble. Right here in River City. Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school. Mothers of River City, heed this warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. When your son leaves the house in the morning, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Is there a nicotine stain on his index finger? A dime novel hidden in a corn crib? Is he starting to memorize jokes from Captain Billy's whiz bag? Are certain words starting to appear in his conversations? Words like swell and so's your old man. Well, so, my friends, you got trouble. Right here in the city. The capital T that rhymes with P that stands for pool. Oh, we surely got trouble. Right here in the city. Remember the maiden, Plymouth Rock, and the Golden Rule. Oh, we got trouble. We got terrible, terrible trouble. That game with 15 numbered balls with the devil's tool. Oh, we got trouble, trouble, trouble. The T. Excuse me, did you drop your...
No!
Don't I know you from...
No!
I'll only be in town for a short while.
Good! in here. Is that you?
Yes, Mama. Keep on, Emerald. I'll be there in a minute. Hello, Mama. Fine, dear. Now your exercises.
Yes, Mom. I don't remember the library being open this late last 4th of July.
It was, Mama. I'll leave We're born by the red, white, and blue. We're born by the red, white, and blue. We're born by the red, white, and blue. The banners they cheer on each tremble. We're born by the red, white, and blue.
I'm sure we're all grateful to my wife, Ukulele McKechnie, for leading the singing, and to J.C. Squires for his fine stereotypic slides. And to Ethel Doppelmayr, our fine piano player. As mayor of River City, I welcome you, River Citysians, to the heart of July exercises set up for here at the indoors at Madison Gymnasium. Look out for the weather. 4 scores. 4 score and 7 years. The school board will now present the patriotic tableau. Oh, the school board will not present a patriotic tableau. Some disagree with the possibilities, I suppose. Instead, the wartime leader of the local wigwam of Hiawatha will present a spectacle. My wife. In which my wife, Ukulele McKechnie, will take a lead part.
Watch on ye! Watch on ye! Watch on ye! Watch on ye! I will now approach to 10 in the Indian tongue. Yeen, teen, tada, thena. I've been shot!
Pull it off, then crack it.
I know who it was. Tommy Jealous did it. Tommy Jealous did it. Yeah, 'cause Tommy Jealous.
Tommy Jealous, I wouldn't go nowhere as far as you.
Mrs. Shin, will recover. No, thanks to a certain young American who was a disgrace to our city. 4 score. The paid fireworks spectacle, last days of Pompeii, will take place providing the rain stuff by 9:30. It'll be out to Madison Picnic in the farm meadow across the creek from the pest house.
How can it be raining? Didn't think that pretty fair.
Sure did, George. That's why we're all prepared for a storm. Look at that. It's accurate most of the time, and you know it, JC.
You wouldn't do very well in the banking business being accurate most of the time.
Let's have order here. Order.
Number 8's late again tonight.
I make her early.
She's late already.
She's right on time.
She's
Will you members of the school board please stop bickering in public?
All the world that I say was
Never mind. 4 scores.
We hear the pool table in town.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Now just a minute.
Well, is it a pool table or isn't it?
Will you allow me to please get on with the exercises?
We don't want any more exercises. The school table better settle.
Let's protect our children. Yeah. Resist city corruption. Yeah. Fight the devil and keep our young boys pure. Yeah. Friends, may I have your attention, please? Attention, please. I can deal with this troubled friends with a wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize River City Boys Band. Rock thick pipes, friends, at any pool table, hope to compete with a gold trombone. Remember, my friends, what a handful of trump players did to the famous fabled walls of Jericho. Oh, them Billy Apollo walls come tumbling down. Oh, band will do it, my friends. Oh, yes, I said a boys' band. Did you hear me? I said Mercy's gonna have a boys' band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill's on hand. Mercy's gonna get a boys' band. As sure as the Lord made little green apples, that band's gonna be in uniform. Johnny, Willie, Freddie, Ted. And they'll see the glitter of crashing cymbals, the thunder of rolling drums, the shimmer of trumpets. Ta-da! And they'll feel something akin to the electric thrill which I once enjoyed. When Gilmore, Liberati, Pat Conway, the Grand Creator, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the same historic day. 76 trombones led the big parade with 110 cornets right behind. They're followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones at the morning time with 110 cornets right behind. There were more than 1,000 beats springing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. There were copper bottom, timpani, and horse platoons, thundering all along the way. Double-barreled euphoniums and big bassoons, each bassoon having a big band to say. There were 50 mountain cannon in a battery, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size, and trumpeters who'd improvise, full octave higher than the score.
Sunday. I wasn't either 10. Don't you contradict me. We was just walking together. See? Oh, you watch your phraseology. I know what he's doing. My little greasy seed. Now you stay away from my oldest girl, or you'll hear me tell who laid the rails. Hill, I'll talk to you Monday morning about this bag over at City Hall, 10 o'clock sharp. Then, I want his credentials.
Excuse me, Constable. I'll take care of the boy.
Oh, you don't know this kid. He's tough. He's got his gang waiting outside.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll be careful. Tommy, I'd like to talk to you about the band.
Oh, gee, Professor, that's for the little kids.
Oh, I'm not talking about playing in the band, Tommy. Now, you're mechanically minded, aren't you? Ever do anything with perpetual motion?
Nearly had it a couple times.
Why, you did? You are just the man I'm looking for. Did you know that no one has ever come up with a holder for the music for a marching piccolo player? There's nowhere to hang the music.
Gee, Clark, I wonder where I could get some wire from.
Look in your cellar. That's where people keep wire. Oh, and Tommy!
Yes, sir?
Constable, this is how you take care of a gang. Excuse me, miss. Young lady? Yes, what's your name?
Zanita! That's not knowing you was the back of the knee.
Do you know Tommy Jesus?
Well,
Tommy, this is Zanita. Escort the young lady home.
only accepting I'm not going home. I'm going to the library.
Well then, escort the young lady home by way of the library. By way of the candy kitchen.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
You have to.
Yes, sir.
Professor, you're a pretty bright young fellow, but you made a couple of mistakes.
Oh?
Yeah, the mayor happens to own the billiard parlor and every pool table in town.
And what's my other mistake?
That's Anita. She's the mayor's oldest girl.
Excuse me, Professor Hill, I'd like to see your credentials. Where in the school board? Nothing of the kind. We need letters and papers.
Make him put up a fine! Well, wait a minute. What is this I'm hearing? Sir, I would like you to sing ice cream.
I didn't see young man.
Just speak then. Way down low. A little slower. You see, gentlemen, singing is nothing more but sustained talking. Now you sing.
Ice cream.
And you?
Ice cream.
And last but not least, ice cream. Ladies, you will never again see one of these gentlemen without the other three.
No, Professor, you're wrong. Why, they've hated each other for 15 years.
Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. How can there be
Any
sin sincere? Where is the goodie goodbye? Goodbye. Your apprehensions confuse me, dear. Puzzle and mystify, tell me what can be fair in farewell, dear, while one single star shines above. How can there be any sin insincere? Aren't we sincerely in love? Oh, we're in love. I don't suppose you live alone or anything.
No,
I've got some wonderful caramels over at the hotel.
Mr. Hill.
Professor Hill.
Professor of what? At what college do they give a degree for annoying women on the street, like a Saturday night rowdy at a public dance hall?
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm a conservatory man myself. Gary, Indiana, gold medal class of '05.
Even should that happen to be true, does that give you the right to follow me around wherever I go? And another thing, Mr. Hill, I'm not as easily mesmerized or hoodwinked as some people in this town, and I think it only fair to warn you
Marcel's. And don't call me Greg.
Hey, how'd it go with the music teacher?
Scrumptious. Ate out of the palm of my hand the moment I tipped my hat.
She did? Oh, boy, did you cut a swath tonight. You know, for a minute there, I actually thought you knew something about leading a band. Just when you used to imitate that country fellow back in Joplin.
Yeah. But that was kid stuff. I'm in rare form nowadays, son. You just keep your eye on me for the next 4 weeks.
4 weeks? It used to only take 10 days for the instruments to arrive.
Well, it still does, but it takes 4 weeks for the uniforms.
Oh, no, Greg. You haven't added uniforms.
Uniforms and instruction books.
Instruction books? But you can't pass yourself as a band leader. I mean, not for any 4 weeks.
Marsh.
But you don't know one note from another.
I've come up with a revolutionary new method that I like to call the think system, where you don't have to worry about notes.
But in 4 weeks, when people want to hear the music, you'll have to lead a band.
But when the uniforms arrive, they'll forget everything else. At least long enough for me to collect and leave. Oh, it's a refined operation, son, and I have it timed right down to the last wave of the brakeman's hand on the last train out of town. But now, if you'll excuse me, Mr. Washburn.
Gonna line yourself up for a little canoodling?
Well,
Hey, say, I can fix you up with Ethel's sister. Lovely girl. Teaches Sunday school.
oh no. No wide-eyed, wholesome, innocent Sunday school teacher for me. That kind of girl spins webs no spider ever. Listen, boy. A girl who trades in all that purity merely wants to trade my independence for her security. The old Maria Ferdinand, she will ride. First to marching down the aisle, no cold and glorious, gleaming, pristine nights. No, sir, for no Diana do I play ball, and I can tell you that right now. I snarl, I hiss, how can ignorance be compared with bliss? I spark, and I fizz, for a lady who knows what time it is. I cheer, and I rave, for the virtue I'm too late to save a sadder but wiser girl for me. No, sir, that kind of child comes. No sailor for me. I prefer to take a chance on a more adult romance. Or to a young miss who keeps resisting. All the time she keeps insisting. No wide-eyed, some busy schoolgirl. No good, for she's the fisherman. I'm the fish you see. Malak, I flinch, I shine. When I laugh with a delicate angle by, I smile and I grin. When I get her with a touch, a sin walks in. I hope and I pray for Hester to win just one more ray. A sadder but wiser girl, the girl for me. A sadder but wiser girl for me.
Oh, Professor Hill, rolling dog, simply a dog.
Oh, McQuaid, I'm Ethel Toppelmeyer. Me an older girl, and this is Miss Hicks. And of course, you met our mayor's wife, Eulalie Hakushin. Isn't this exciting, Eulalie?
Oh, I couldn't say. Oh, no, I could not say. Oh, I could not say. My husband will wish to investigate, I'm sure, and naturally I'm reticent. Oh, yes, I'm reticent.
Oh, I understand, Mrs. Shin, but you see, part of my musical plans include a committee on the dance, and I... Oh, Mrs. Shin, do that again. The way you just raised your foot just now.
Oh, well, I have a bunion there that bothers me.
Oh! What grace! What natural style and rhythm! What expression of line and movement!
Mr. Hill!
Mrs. Shin, you must accept the chairmanship for the ladies' auxiliary for the classic dance. Mustn't she, ladies?
Oh, yes, you must.
Every move you make, Mrs. Shin, bespeaks Delsart. Will you accept, Mrs. Shin?
Eulalie McKechnie-Shin. That is dancing well.
Well, then you accept it.
Yes, indeed, and I would like to say...
Thank you. Now, the young lady who plays the piano, Miss Peru, I believe. Well, she's the librarian.
Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick
show off.
That's just it. When he died, he left the library building to the city, and
He left all the books to her. She was seen coming and going from his lips. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That woman made brazen overtures. We have that guarantee. She'll go on with her eyes, still her voice and colors that ring. Just let her down and you'll reveal a lump of that is cold as steel. Here, where women's hearts should be. He left River City, the library building, but he left all the books to her. Chaucer, Rollins, Balzac. Cheep, 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 cheep. Take a little something, take a little something.
Yes, of course, gentlemen. I have just what you want back in my hotel room. Just excuse me for 1 second. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We're going to leave you now. Farewell, ladies. Farewell, ladies. Farewell, ladies. We're going to leave you Don't worry, I know everything and it doesn't make any difference.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you're probably very young and one can make mistakes.
What?
No explanations, no apologies. I'll only be in town for a short while and, the sadder but wiser girl for me.
Will you please make your selection and leave?
Oh, I have.
Well, what do you want to take out?
The librarian!
Quiet, please!
The librarian? You're not listening. Look, marbles, dozen peewees, 6 aggies, and a big glass with the American flag in the middle. I think I'll drop them.
No!
Madam Librarian. What can I say? My dear, to make it clear, I need you badly, badly, Madam Librarian. Marian, heaven help us, if the library caught on fire, and the volunteer hose brigade men whisper the news to her. Madam Librarian. What can I say? My dear, to make it clear, I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marian, I fumbled, I busted my whatchamacallit. I was lying on the floor unnoticed, my body had turned to Madam Librarian. I need you badly, badly, Madam Librarian. Marian, it's a long and lost cause. I can never win. What a civilized world accepts as unforgivable sin. Any talking out loud with any librarian, such as Marian. badly, badly, Madam Librarian. Marian, it's a long lost cause. I can never win. But the civilized world accepts its unforgivable sin. They talk out loud with any librarian such as Marian. Marshmallow? Madam Librarian. Well, Tom, we've had a pretty good morning so far. 11 cells out of 12 tries. Tell you what, why don't you go home and get some dinner and I'll try a few myself.
Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye, Tommy.
Just a minute here. Are you soliciting? You haven't got a license.
Do I know, Mayor Shin? I collect doorbells. And this particular specimen has an unusual tone quality that's...
Lottery will not avail you. Soliciting is statutory in this county. Malfeasance without a permit. Why have you been down to City Hall with your references?
Well, you see, Mayor Shin, I've tried, but... Oh, no. Oh, no.
What? What?
Oh, nothing. It's spread the little finger. It's hereditary.
Oh, it is. What's that mean?
It means that your son's little finger is perfectly situated to operate the spit valve on a B-flat flugelhorn.
Is that good?
Good! It means that America has finally produced a flugelist who can flugel a minute waltz in 50 seconds.
How can I get one of those horns?
Oh, just sign here, Mayor. That'll be $17.
Yes, sir. Just think. I could have missus. I haven't got any son. You want to roll me as low me as flew by night? You want me? You'd be down to City Hall with your 5-dot papers at 3 o'clock.
You mean this afternoon?
I couldn't make myself any plainer if I was a Quaker on his day off.
Mrs. Peru, did you know you had the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I don't know if I understand you entirely, Professor.
I mean that if your son has those same splendid cheekbones that, well, not that he could ever be any good or anything, but...
Oh, and in the name of St. Bridget's, why not?
You see, all the really good cornet players were Irish. O. Mendez, O. Clark, O. Klein.
Professor, we're Irish.
Why, you are? Well, that settles it then. Just sign here, Mrs. Peru. That'll be $7 earnest money. Oh, and I'll need the measurements for the boy's uniform.
His uniform?
Why, hello, son. Of course his uniform. And there won't be a penny due until the opening day of band practice, which gives him 4 weeks to imagine, to anticipate, and to enjoy at no cost whatsoever. Never allow the pleasures of today to interfere with the pleasures of tomorrow.
Would it have
A stripe? A big red stripe right at the side. What do you think of that?
You'll have to excuse Winthrop, Professor. We hadn't given him to say 3 words a day, even else. And if you give him to play in that band of yours, well, you'll St. Michael's own way with it. But if anyone could do it, I bet you can. What a crowd I'd pick for a hard-carrying, clay-pipe-smoking, shamrock-breathing, kitchen terrace on which an Irishman. Can't be Jeff's boy. Where are you from?
Gary, Indiana.
I know, it's Gary. Where'd you say?
Gary, Indiana. Gary Conservatory was my alma mater.
Well, what is she now?
Good evening, Miss Peru.
Good evening, Mr. Hill.
Tried to see you ever since the other night.
He wants to put Winthrop in the band.
We're not interested, Mama.
But Marion, he might have his father's musical gift. He does have a cheek, you know.
His father was musical? I would like to have a talk with him, I'm sure.
Do you burst into everyone's home like this, prying into personal affairs? We're not interested.
Marion!
Well, that's one for the idea. Oh, a bit hesitant perhaps, but just keep me around for the next 4 weeks.
Just a minute, Professor. About the boys' uniform. Make all this one close.
Yes, of course.
Waist 21, sleeve 18, crotch 15.
Yes, that'll be fine. Thank you.
Professor, you have to excuse Mary. She's not really...
Now, I'm sure that way down at heart, she's as beautiful and lovely as herself. Good evening.
Oh, has he gone?
Oh, he has. And I hope not forever. Now, darling, don't you ever think of your future?
Now, Mama, surely your future doesn't depend on encouraging every fast-talking, self-centered, woman-chasing traveling man who comes to town. And the fact that he claims his commodity to be music does not in this particular case impress me.
All right, darling. All right. Well, it's a well-known fact that if you keep the flint in one drawer
marching piccolo player. Still has a couple minor flaws. If you hold the music tight enough to read it, you cut off the circulation, you can't wiggle your fingers. Meanwhile, you could go blind.
Is that the first thing I said or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, the very first thing a highly paid with a horse. Get that spellbinder's credentials, I said. Morning of July 4th, 1912. And now what? My wife is off dancing at any and all hours instead of in the home.
But
The
George!
school board is singing up street and down alley instead of tending to city matters. My oldest girl is boodling around with some wild kid, and my business has fallen so far off, I can't find the balance sheet.
Mayor Shin, I found something very interesting in this book about Professor Hill's alma mater.
It's who?
His university.
Oh, yes. I know all about that. In fact, that's the only thing I can ever get out of it. Very material. That's a lot fine.
If you'll just take the time to read a little bit about the conservatory, I don't think you'll have to look further. It's on page... After the Wells Fargo wagon that's coming from the depot.
A likely story. At this hour of the day, nonsense. The Wells Fargo wagon.
It could be the band instruments.
The band instruments.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. I wish I knew what it could be. I got a box of maple sugar on my birthday.
In March I got a great backyard.
And a biggest fruit
From the rewards set me up and across the sun.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. A prepaid surprise with COD. It could be dirt or kisses. Yes, it could be. Yes, you're right. It surely could be. Something very, very special now. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. Oh, don't let it pass my door. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. I wish I knew what he was coming for. And I expect that you're right.
I hope I get my raisins from Fresno.
A DARX sends a cannon for the courthouse square.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming now. I don't know how I can ever wait to see it. It could be something, but someone who is no relation, but it could be something special just for me. Oh, the Wells there to make the sound until you stop for It's a very different.
Here you go, Winthrop. Here's your cornet.
My cornet. Gee, thanks, Professor.
All right, boys, listen up. All of you will receive instruction on your instruments in due time. In the meantime, stay off the streets, get acquainted with your instruments, and learn the song.
Oh, sister, isn't this the most soaked and solid gold thing you ever saw? I never thought I'd see someone at the soaked and solid gold thing. Oh, sister.
I'll do one for you, Mr. Hill, but I better hear some I got shooting out of them horns in pretty short order. Or I'll see you over in front of the grand jury at the county seat. Yes. And Miss Mary, about that book,
Oh, come, George. This is fugitive.
you watch your phraseology, madam. Go home if you want to. I've got to get something from the library. About that book?
Ladies' dance committee meets Thursdays over at the gymnasium. sunrise. It's you in my cup. It's you all the way into town. It's your sweet hello, dear, that stands me up. And it's your got to go, dear, that gets me down. It's you on my pillow in all of my dreams, till once more the morning breaks through. What words would be saner or truer or plainer than it's you? It's you.
Smile, baby, smile.
Yes, it's you. Oh, yes, it's
Mrs. She will have my head. Mr. Washburn, we are entitled to 5 more minutes.
You think you can hold these kids back? Go ahead.
Start her up, Mr. Washburn.
What'll it be?
The shapoopy.
Mr. Moody!
Now, a woman who kiss on the very first date is usually a hussy, and a woman who kiss on the second time out is anything but fussy. But a woman who waits the third time around, hands the clouds, feet on the ground, she's the girl he's glad he's found. She's his shapoopy, 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 the girl who's hard to get. Shapoopy, shapoopy, shapoopy.
But you can't retain it.
Walk her once, raise the curtain, and you walk her twice, and you made for certain. Once more, flower rush, you'll never get sore. Beg your pardon. Squeeze her once, she isn't looking, you get squeezed back, and it's fancy cooking. Once more, her cat for over, she'll never get sore on her way to supper. Now, the little town's a no-gal, as anyone can see.
what? Never mind.
Cindy is scary, but I'm not. I should think you'd hate to have your own daughter scared of you. Gee, fuck.
I'm gonna warn you once more. If I ever catch you touching my daughter again, I'll by God horsewhip you till hell won't have it again.
Now, George.
Not one move out of you, madam.
I think he means keep.
Yes. Now, stay away from my oldest girl. Get out of this public building.
I got as much right in the public building as anybody.
Right. How'd you get anything right around here? Aiding and abetting the swindling activities of that spellbinding civil salesman? You know what I see written all over you? Board school. Now, get out. Get out, you wild kid.
Papa, it's fabulous that you who make leather in marketplace.
You watch your phraseology, young woman. Go home. You let him.
Yes, George,
You
I'll
tend to your dance.
my dance.
I'll handle Anita taking off with wild kids from the wrong side of town.
Mr. Mayor, if I could just make you understand.
Well, you can't. And by the way, thanks for nothing. I've read that book you gave me from cover to cover for a whole week now and didn't find a thing.
Mayor Shin.
I'll settle your hash as soon as I get these premises off my oldest girl. Yes.
Yes, but in the meantime, I would like to vouch for Tommy Gillis. That boy has the courage of every kid in town, and he'll be waiting in line to shake his hand when our band plays its first concert.
By the time your band plays its first concert, the individual members will have to foregather in wheelchairs on account of the broken legs they'll get from tripping over their beards. Now, let me tell you something, my fine young thing. My fine. Never mind. Oliver, Jason, Ewart, Owen. I want this man's references and I want him tonight. Don't let him out of your sight. He's slipperier than a Mississippi sturgeon. Get his papers or get him in jail. Couldn't make myself any clearer by the butt in the well water.
Professor Hill, I think Mayor Shin has behaved abominably. When I think it was wonderful he coming to Thomas' defense.
Oh, it was nothing.
Yes, it was.
Oh, no, a man can't dodge an issue every time a little personal risk is involved. What is it that the poet says? Coward dies 1,000 deaths. Brave man only 500. But, of course, the mayor was already pretty upset over his pool table now. I don't suppose a recommendation from a musical authority like yourself would help, but no, I couldn't possibly ask you to do anything like that.
Why, Professor Hill,
You would?
I'd be glad to. I just wish I was a little more informed. I've been wanting to talk to you about Winthrop's cornet.
Oh, yes, his cornet. Mother of pearl keys.
I'm sure it's fine, but you see, he never touches it. Oh, the first week or so, he made a few, experimental blats, I guess you'd say.
Yes,
And
blacks.
he sings the minuet and G-da-da-da-da, almost
La 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 la
But he never touches the cornet.
Oh, Miss Mary.
He says you told him it wasn't necessary. He tells me some think system. If he thinks the minuet, he won't have to bother with the notes. Now, Professor...
Now, Miss Marion, I admit that the think system is a revolutionary idea, but so was Galileo's conception of the heavens, Columbus's conception of the egg, or globe, Bach's conception of the well-typed clavichord. Now, we cannot talk about these things in public, but if you allow me to call, when may I call?
Why, any night this week.
Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, chip, 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 talk a lot, pick a little, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, chip, 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 talk a lot, the light of the step, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk. You were down to the inside, dance with Mr. Kirby will come in your hair. Chip, 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 dance with the berry, pick a step, doody, twirl, on, doody, doody, shimmer your hair, and so is Judy Rose and Queen. I know that you won't stay my soul, but give me heart, sure as gold, here, where women's hearts are chip, 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 berry princess, movie floor, golden shimmer, silver shoes, now I'm home, heart of gold, here where women's hearts should be. The professor told us to read those books, and we simply adore them all. Shoulder, raised, ball set, chip, 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 pick a little, tiny little chip.
Congratulations, gentlemen. I have just what you need up in my room if you'll wait just one moment.
Afraid I'll have to come with you.
Oh, I understand. Let me just find the key. Oh, what's this? It's a testimonial from Madame Rini, the only female bassoon player ever to play in the Red Circus. Oh, her stage name, of course. Actual name was Lyda Rose Quackenbush.
Let me see that.
Oh, Lyda Rose, you'll never forget the name. Just like the old song. Lyda Rose, going home again, home.
To get the sun back in the sky. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bells chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion, I'll pop the question. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to
got him in spades. Swindling Truman Thimberger. That's why I got to see Shin. I'm just passing through. Number 8 only makes a 15-minute water stop. Wish it was 20. Sure like to concentrate 5 minutes on you, girly girl.
Who are you?
Name's Charlie Cow, anvil salesman. But right now I'm out to protect the good name of the traveling attorney from that swindler.
Mr. Cowell, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake my old lady's corset cover? That fellow's been a raspberry seed in my wisdom tooth just long enough. Spoil Illinois for me, and he's not gonna spoil Iowa. Say, what kind of music teacher are you? You didn't see through him? Well, that fellow's no more professor
Well,
than
I
I
know
am.
all about that. Band leaders are always called professor. It's a harmless deception. He's a fine director, and his
Wait a minute. Fine director? Have you heard one note of music from any band?
No.
But nothing, girly girl. He never formed a band in his life, and he never will.
If you'll just listen to me for a minute.
I'd like to. I'd like to do more than that if I had the time. Sure got the inclination. But I gotta get back on that train. And I gotta leave this dynamite to somebody on the way to the depot. Bye, girly girl. See you next time through.
You'll never make that train to the depot. You'll have to catch it at the crossing.
No, sir. I gotta leave word. And I can see you ain't the one to leave it with.
Just a minute, Mr. Cowell. You don't know me yet.
Is that an invitation?
No, I don't know you, and
Yes, I need more time anyway.
I mean, as well as I'd like to.
No trouble there, girly girl.
I never met a man who sells anvils. That's something, quite different.
Yep, takes a real salesman, I can tell you that. Anvils have a limited appeal, you know. But what am I doing? If I miss that train, I'll get fired. And I gotta leave word about that fella Hill.
Leave word with me.
Not on your tin type. How do I know you deliver these letters?
Try me. There's your train. Now run for it.
Why, you double-dealing little... Who do you think you're protecting? Why, that guy's got a girl in every county in Northern. And he's taking away from every one of them. And that's 102 counties. Not to mention the piano teachers like you he coasted up with, just to keep their mouths shut. Neither one of you has heard the last of me, girly girl.
My rose, I'm home again, Rose, no sweetheart to my name. Good evening, Miss Marianne. I don't know how everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same. So here's my love song.
Madly about it. Oh, you were just... Oh, why, Professor Hill.
Why, good evening, Miss Prue. Miss Marion.
Why don't you come up and sit here? I have some jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mama.
Then I'll put some on.
Shall we sit, as your mother said?
Well,
You did ask me to call, didn't you?
did I? I didn't mean
And
anything.
now, Miss Marion, I hope that you don't think that me coming here has anything to do with academic enlightenment. The think system. I've been by a time or two this week, but every time there seems to be people around, mostly women, I thought.
Yes, Mrs. Squires and several of the ladies.
I'm glad to hear that. I don't want anyone bidding my time. Oh, you wouldn't? I know, ma'am. Obviously, this isn't the convenient night. I'll see you later at the social.
Professor Hill, is it true that you had 100? What I'm trying to say is
Yes?
it really true that you've developed a think system?
Yes, a think system. It really is quite simple. As simple as whistling. Nobody has to teach your lips to whistle. You just think a tune and have it come out clearly. Here. Why don't you try it before you ask any more questions?
I take your word.
Can't we sit down?
Are all music teachers as dense as I am?
All music teachers.
I dare say you mean dozens, even 100. Have they all been as fascinated as I have with the think system?
Well, some more, some less. One young lady in one town had thought of the same system before I got there. She showed me a few refinements here
I
and there.
see.
If I said something wrong.
Please, Don't let me keep you, Professor Hill. You must have many more important things to do than to explain the think system to me.
Can't think of one.
And I must be very dull company for a man of your experience.
Now say, where did you hear a thing like that?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Now, Miss Marion, you mustn't believe everything you hear. Why, one also hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Manny.
Uncle Manny?
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me in a sure job, so that Mother and Winthrop and I would have some security. Surely you don't...
Of course not, Miss Marion, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. Now, why do you think rumors like that start?
Narrow-mindedness, jealousy? Jealousy mostly, I guess.
And jealousy is mostly what starts rumors about traveling salesmen. What exactly have you heard?
Oh, nothing about you personally. Just generally.
What have you heard generally?
Just this. But of course, it stands to reason that disappointment and jealousy can lead to... I mean, take you, for instance. Your attentions to customers and, well, teachers might easily be misinterpreted, mightn't they? I mean, now, honestly, mightn't they? And so you say, if another salesman has someone who are jealous, why, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
What could?
Rumors and things.
Why, of course.
It just goes to show you should never believe everything you hear, doesn't it? I mean, if you discuss things.
Miss Marion, I would love to discuss anything in the world with you, but couldn't we do it sitting down? You do sit, your knees bend.
We could sit on the porch steps.
You could also sit on the old hollow log by the footbridge.
I couldn't think of it. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
Just to talk.
I've got to just for the sociable.
Then meet me there in 15 minutes.
I can't. Please, some other time. Maybe tomorrow.
My dear little librarian, pile up enough tomorrows and you'll have nothing left but a lot of empty yesterdays. I don't know about you, but I want to make today something worth remembering.
Oh, so would I.
Footbridge, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mama!
What, dear?
I just told Professor Hill I meet him at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Glory be in the city praise. It works.
What does?
I've been using the think system on you from the parlor.
You go ahead. But I'm gonna get out of here. Marcy, I'll meet you at the I mean about 26 years too late. Took you this long to get to the footprints of the fella?
If you wanted for the truth, it was almost longer.
Oh.
Halfway here, I nearly turned back. I suppose I'm not the first to find it easier to think clearly when not under the spell of your salesmanship.
Now, Miss Marion, I hope you don't think I've been trying to sell you anything.
Oh no, you've given me something. That's why I decided to come.
I don't recall giving
Oh yes, you have. Something beautiful. That's why I came. And I'm glad. Please don't be afraid that I expect too much more. I can't expect extravagant salesmen to stay put. I know there have been many who have called. And many more. But that's no reason for me not to be grateful. But you know what I can be.
Marion. Woman in the music business. Now, where were we?
You were about to tell me what I don't know about you.
Oh, well, we don't have to get into that tonight, do we?
No, we don't. Or ever for that matter, Hill. The librarian hasn't felt much like doing research lately, but she did plenty when you first came here.
Oh? About what?
About Professor Harold Hill, Geary Conservatory of Music, gold medal class Ot 5. Harold, there was no Geary Conservatory in Ot 5.
There certainly was.
The town wasn't even built till Ot 6. So you went to social.
you knew, why didn't you? With 110 cornets right behind, then I modestly took my place as the one and only base, and I oomped up and down the square.
Good night, my son. Good night, my love.
110 cornets, my friend.
Our star is shining bright as sky.
There were horns of every shape and sweet dreams be yours.
While 110 cornets might be
I wish they may, wish they might. Now good night, my someone, good night.
Greg! This guy's crazy! He's going all over town spilling everything!
I'll say I'm crazy. Missed my train, probably lost my job, but I got you now, Hill, and you'll pay. You'd have been in the clique right now if it wasn't for that piano teacher. I told her all about you. What did she do? Lily gave me around till I couldn't get to shit. Little tread up man-hungry Doxy, Roundhill, Biscuit.
Why you?
You bully! You big blow up! Well, I'll stay in this town long enough to make sure you get yours up, down, through, and sideways. Why, you never knew the territory!
Come on, Greg! Come into the alley, let's go!
Ooh, reaching the earth and a mountain.
Stop! Listen to this man! What are you gullible green grass goats? Can't you get through your thick heads that you're being thrown out of your IGs right now? This means, why, there's a burglar in the bedroom while you're fiddling in the parlor. I'm talking about Harold Hill, road agent, highwayman, pickpocket.
Pickpocket?
Same things. He's got his hand in your wallet, mister. And yours, madam. And yours, little boy. Why, there's more documented evidence than you'll ever encounter. There isn't any man. There never has been anything. And there never will be anything. And if you don't hunt this man down right now like a mad dog, there won't be any Harold Hill either. Now we'll be able to leave straight out of town.
What are we waiting for? Let's get him!
After him, and when you find him, bring him to the schoolhouse. After him!
more.
It's all right, don't you know that? You don't owe me a word, not a word. Please hurry, please.
Greg! Greg! He's over there! There's nothing there! Let's tell him to bring up like a prick!
Winthrop!
Oh, wait a minute there, son.
Yeah, I'm not your son. Let me go.
Oh, wait a minute there. Now, you just listen to me.
I won't listen. You would have
Would two tell you anything you want to know?
Can you lead a band?
No.
Are you a liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty, rotten crook?
Yes.
Then let me go, you big liar.
Now you listen to me, son. You're smaller than I am, so you better just stop squirming and listen to what I have to say. Now, there are two things that you're entitled to know. First one is I think you're a great kid. Thought so from the moment I met you. That's why I wanted you in my band.
What band?
I always think there's a band, kid.
It's all the thing I'm entitled to know.
Well, come to think of it, I don't think the other thing's any of your business.
Everything never comes from the city.
No, you don't, Winthrop.
Sister, you believe him?
I believe everything he ever said.
But he promised us.
I know what he promised us, and it all happened just like he said. The lights, and the flags, and the colors, and the symbols.
Where was all that?
The way every kid in this town walked around here all summer. Looked and acted, especially you. And the parents, too. Does Mama wish we never come to River City?
Well, you do, don't you?
No, Winthrop. Now go, Harold. Please.
Go on, Professor. Hurry up.
Can't go, Winthrop.
Why not?
Because for the first time in my life, I got my foot caught in the door.
Can you go
Quick! Quick! They're here! They're here! That way! That way!
Go on, Professor. That way. That way.
Which is why I interrupted the program at this point. Rest assured that that snake in our bosom would have been misapprehended at this time. Yes. And always remember, fellow River Citysians, that I did everything in my power to prevent this dire happening from happening. 7 years ago.
What have you done to get our money back?
That professor collected almost $300 for uniforms just tonight.
We haven't seen any uniforms yet.
Miss Woodbury, I told you.
I haven't seen my boy or any uniform since before supper.
The kidnapper.
But think of it, we're in.
Scores. Just a minute. Virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution has cut down Professor Harold Hill. And if there are those who are melting tar and collecting feathers, I will not say that they.
Well, I should think there will be some of you who can forget our everlasting chip on the shoulder, Iowa-stubborn arrogance long enough to remember River City before Harold Hill arrived. Do you remember? Well, do you? Surely some of you ought to be grateful for what he's brought. And if so, I should think you ought to admit it.
You're wasting a great deal of time here. If there is a person in this hall who doesn't think that man Hill should be tarred and feathered, let him stand up. You ladies, sit down. And the rest of you standing there like a cut of rope dryer sheet. Have you forgotten how you bought expensive uniforms? Technical instruction books?